Hello everyone, it's Thursday on the Windsors, so you're here with me, and I'm really sorry for a couple things. The fact that I sound really weird is because I'm kind of getting over a cold, and so unfortunately I don't have any fan art this week because I just didn't have it in me because I wanted to do like three small portraits of Maleficent and Rumbell and Red Scarlet, but I just didn't have it in me, so I just found some pictures online, and I'm going to show you as I'm talking about the theories. So first, Maleficent. There's a popular theory online. Um, it's not my theory, so I can't claim credit to this theory. I saw it, like, I think on Tumblr, where a lot of people have been saying that they think Lily, who was Emma's friend, her friend and what, and when she was a teen, people are saying that Lily is actually might be Maleficent's daughter. That's a very strong possible theory. I don't think so, but at the same time, I would not be surprised if that's what Once Upon a Time does, because that's kind of their track record, where they show a person that was in her past. Oops, they show a person that was in Emma's past. First it was, well, if you go in chronological order, you know, Lily, and then she's possibly Maleficent's daughter. Then her foster mother, who ends up being the Snow Queen. Then her baby daddy, who ends up being the son of Rumpelstiltskin. So it's like she grew up in our world, but yet she was still surrounded by enchanted forest people. So now I'm almost waiting for the day when we find out that her teacher that she probably had a crush on was probably a grown-up little boy Blue, because it's like she's always surrounded by some sort of fairy tale person. So that was one theory. The one theory is that Maleficent, um, her her daughter was Lily. I don't know. It's a possibility, but I still say if that's true, it's going to be a whirlwind of a thing. I still say that when Emma finds out the whole secret that Snow was responsible for the either death or disappearance of Maleficent's daughter or child, because we're assuming it's a girl. Um, I think that's going to be the catalyst in Emma wanting to join the Queens of Darkness, especially since um, she was talking to Killian and she was saying that oh, you know, my parents would never lie to me. It's like she didn't even try to use her superpower because she had so much faith in them that oh, they're my parents. They're Snow White and Charming. They wouldn't lie to me. What? I'm not gonna even try to use my superpower. So I was like, oh boy, Emma. Little do you know. Little do you know. So, and the difference between the Killian lie, the fact that he has something in his past with Ursula, and that's another thing. Oh, this was a theory I had with the whole Killian. I have a few theories in this video to tell you. So this might be long, but I want to try to keep it short. First, with Killian, really quick, the deal that I think that he made with Ursula, because he kept it a secret, but at the same time he told her that he had a past, eventually. But he's like, and she's like, okay, cool. It's like, tell me in your own time. So he really didn't lie to her. He just didn't. He just wasn't comfortable with telling her. My theory is that Ursula struck a deal with Killian, saying that this is all like theoretical. It could be wrong. Saying that I think she probably forced Killian to help her overthrow Atlantis, like steal the trident from King Triton and give it to Ursula. Why on earth would Killian want to do that? Well, I think she gave him a fake promise of possibly resurrecting Mila. Because when it comes to the revenge thing, that's something I think he would want to do by himself. He would not want help on that. Like, yeah, on a weakness, but he would want like him to kill Rumpelstiltskin with his own hook. So if the only catalyst that I think that he would use to help to get anyone as help is if she said, if you steal this from me, I will resurrect Mila for you. And, excuse me. And probably, of course, she killed probably a bunch of people in Atlantica. She probably, of course, lied to him and said, I can't do that. So that might be it, but I, of course, am probably doubting it. Now, another thing I want to talk about is, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Rumbell, oh boy, a few things. First off, like I said, it's gonna be a long video. First off, he was Rumple was just stalking Belle outside of the thing. I was like, okay, he's stalking her, and then he sees Belle and this dude here, Will Scarlet. Now, at first, I thought it was completely innocent. Honestly, this is what was going in my mind when I saw them together. I was like, okay, maybe he's thinking of getting a job at the antique store to kind of help Belle out because she's doing double duty, and because the one time she didn't work in the library, that's when all that stuff went down. So little did she know. So she needs to stay in the library and have someone else working there. And then when I saw those two kiss, I was like, what? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Because this was the last we saw of Will in Wonderland. Let's just look at this. Let's just absorb this picture for a moment. Look at them. They were just so happy. What happened? Here's my theory. Okay. Because if you have not seen Wonderland, you surely missed out. Because at the end, it was really good. But anyway, Will Scarlet and this woman right here was Anastasia. She was the Red Queen of Wonderland. Now, now they had a roller coaster of a relationship, but towards the end they ended up together, and I believe they became the new White King and Queen of Wonderland. And Jafar was the main villain of the series, and he became a genie at the end of the series. Now, here's my theory as to what happened, because I think Jafar probably escaped by someone, finding a lamp and wishing it, opening it, and then, of course, probably killing the person that got him out by tricking them into making a wish that would, turn them into a genie or whatever, and freeing himself. Probably went after Will and Anastasia because he knew them. Probably went after them. Probably went straight for Anastasia and just killed her because Jafar was crazy. He was nuts. He was killing people left and right. So, and he killed Anastasia before, and she actually died and she was resurrected. So, with like the waters from the well and everything, it was a whole complicated thing. If you haven't seen it, it's hard to explain. So I think Jafar probably killed Anastasia, as heartbreaking as it sounds, and I think Will barely escaped with the White Rabbit, and I think the White Rabbit sent Will back to Storybrooke, because the White Rabbit could open portals to other dimensions. And I think the White Rabbit went to Alice's world, because Jafar himself, he can't travel from world to world. He used the power of the White Rabbit, to my knowledge. So I think Jafar's trapped in Wonderland, wreaking havoc. Will's stuck in Storybrooke, and White Rabbit's with Alice. Because the way Will is acting now, he's not acting as if it didn't happen, because he ripped out the page from the Alice in Wonderland book, and he looked heartbroken. He looked heartbroken, not in the sense that they just had a falling out. It seemed really bad, like maybe she died again. Maybe she was killed, and maybe there is no way for him to get back, and that's why he's not even trying. We don't know, because he was introduced this very beginning of the season, and they've been dangling this carrot in front of us for a while. And I don't think he would just be kissing Belle if him and Anastasia just had a fight. And like, oh, go away. I think she was dead. I think she's killed, and that honestly breaks my heart if that happened, because I love that couple. I believe they should have been the main couple of the series, because they really stole the show, in my opinion. Their love was more believable than Alice and the Genie. That's I think all I have to say on that. Now back to Rumbell. The whole thing that kind of irks me with shows that have like it's a magical show, and then they get married and stuff, and then they have a whole thing where magical situations keep them separated, but they're still technically legally married in our world. You know, but the thing that when I was thinking about it, I was thinking, are they legally married? I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, duh, they had their wedding," but I was really thinking about their wedding and dissecting it in my mind, and I was thinking, is their wedding legal in the laws of our world? I mean, I don't know what laws they go by in the Enchanted Forest because I don't know in what world a psychiatrist can officiate a wedding. You know, I mean, unless Archie got his like license online that we don't know about, fine. But I'm like, only people that could officiate a wedding is like a minister and in a small town a mayor. So if anyone was gonna do the wedding, I thought, okay, Regina, because she's because Rumpel, he's not about to let his Mother Superior do it because he hates the fairies, you know. So the only other option would be Regina. That would make sense because legally a mayor could marry two people. But and when it was Archie, I was thinking that doesn't make any sense. So in our world, I don't know if they're legally married, but in their world, I'm sure it's legal for some reason. But now it's like they're kind of separated, so I don't know. That's kind of confusing. But I think Endgame they're gonna eventually end up together, but it's just gonna be a woo whirlwind roller coaster. And this video was actually really longer than I was intending. I wanted to wrap this up in like 5 minutes, but there was a lot of stuff I just wanted to like. I have verbal diarrhea. I had to just get it out with my Ursula theory and my with that the Maleficent theory wasn't mine. I will admit I just saw that on Tumblr and I was like, that's a possibility, but I don't know. And then of course the Will Scarlet theory, and of course the theory about them being married. Now, I'm gonna close it off here and say, what do you think about all these theories that I have of what's going down between Will Scarlet and Maleficent, and the whole is Brumbell actually really married? Write in the comments below what you think, and please subscribe for more of the Oncers, and please tune in to Once Upon a Time. See you soon.